hate myself
Whatever.
so much. That
What audio?
I looked over and I was like, that's showing gray. And no, I had it muted.
Oh, you had it muted? Well, damn.
Oh, that amazing talk we were having. Welcome in, Cosmic. How are you doing today? Can you hear us just fine? It's good to have you.
There you go. Thanks, Cosmic.
Yeah.
Because you could have just clicked out. Like,
yeah.
we just would have kept talking.
Just kept yapping. No, because I was like, I have it over there so I can kind of see it, and I should have looked earlier.
Oh,
and I have it literally right here, and I just did not.
You had a lot of boxes to check.
Yeah, a lot of boxes to check.
All good. He's running this whole thing by himself. He's got y'all can't see it. He has a whole operation. Like,
whole lot of lights and everything
yeah,
stuff around here.
Buttons he had to push. So I give grace.
Yes, right. All right. Thank you so much. Do you hate me if we backtrack a little bit?
Let's do it. Yes.
So, like, the funny thing is the actual audio is recording for the podcast, but the stream audio wasn't going. So it's just the person who's watching this. It's just like,
you know what? Now you get to when you do the little thing, you can like pick the best version, right?
Right. Pick double up, double down, cut it right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right. There we go. Learn. You gotta learn. You gotta learn somehow.
Exactly.
All right, so we'll just start this thing over a little bit. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Malik Fortner, and today I'm here with a very special guest. I have my friend Eric, a.k.a. E Rawq, over
E
here.
Rawq.
Yes.
Space Rock.
Right. Look it up. Find them everywhere.
Lots of drama comes behind that space. They love to do a dash, a period.
I know. I saw on your Instagram you have it actually highlighted and be like, no, it's like this to make sure everybody gets it right.
Yes.
All right. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I am an entertainer. I do all entertainment. From conception, creating, to actually performing, sing, dance, rap. Yeah, singer, dancer, writer, producer. I make beats. I compose. Choreographer, playwright, consulting. I've been getting into a lot.
Ooh.
I really that's like my ultimate dream. I don't know if I'm skipping ahead in the interview.
No.
Like consulting is my ultimate dream. Like I really want to use my career as like a resume to other artists. Like, like was my music video busting? Like you should let me direct yours. Like,
No, 100%.
If you liked my music, you should let me come do your backgrounds or like, shit like that.
No, you definitely, you need people like that who've been there, done that thing, because I'm trying to start something up new. There's always new artists trying to do new things, and you need people to talk to who've been there and done that, and then who can help take those projects to the next level for you and everything. And you were already pretty on that next level yourself, so to be able to help others with that is a super wonderful thing. So you said you don't have much improv experience and everything.
Yeah.
So
basically zero.
Basically zero. Yeah. Just only the fun that you've had acting.
Basically like my boss calling me to ask why I'm late and like I'm lying. That's my improv experience.
Nah. Okay, I guess if we're talking that, the amount of times I've been like, I'm an actor, let me just...
Oh, man.
Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to make it in today. I don't know.
No, if I think about it that way, I won't do it. 'Cause I don't trust myself like that.
Fair.
But yeah, the instincts are there. Yeah, sometimes. 100%. Maybe I guess a dangerous person. I become a great improv.
Just be like, get yourself out there. I swear, side note, when I was young, I used to be a kleptomaniac, and I stole from Walmart one time. And this is where I found out that I wanted to be an actor. I stole from Walmart, and they caught me like going out the door with just Pokemon cards. That's all I wanted to steal was some Pokemon cards.
Generation.
Literally. So I'm walking out the door, and they stop me and everything, and I'm there with my brother and his girlfriend, so like not even my mom. And he's like, dang. And so I break down, I start crying and bawling and like start faking tears immediately. And they're kind of real. Like I just remember it was all on spot and it wasn't completely real. I was just trying to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
They let me go back to my brother. They sent the letter in the mail, dropped out the charges for it.
Damn.
And I was like,
You were like, I'm a magician.
I got powers. Maybe I should do this acting thing.
Hey, I need you to do like Romeo and Juliet or something.
I did that earlier this year.
Oh, damn.
It was pretty. I don't know.
You're so cool than Romeo and Juliet. And I skipped it. Damn, that's crazy.
You know, I feel like there's so much going on. Like, especially now that I'm trying to be better about supporting my friends in shows and everything,
Yeah.
there's so much going on that you're just like, I got a show going on myself, and then you want to go and support, and it's so easy to just let time. And as we get
It's
older,
shit with theater more than anything because y'all all work at the same time. How do you go see the other person's show when you're running yours Thursday through Sunday too? You know what I mean? It's like y'all don't ever get to see each other's
literally.
shit. That's crazy.
That's one good thing about like doing Rose shows, I feel like, is because you get off early, then you can go see a show later. You said you started beginning to play piano around 15, 16?
15, 16. But I'm gonna repeat the joke. It was a scheme. That's how I set up. Because my mom, she was like making it like, oh, I'm into like what you're into. You want to play piano? Cool. She had a friend who was like epic at teaching piano. But I realized as soon as I started lessons that she just wanted me to play at church. So I got most of my chops like playing by ear, and just like kind of hearing things and figuring it out. And like the church I went to was old school, and like I don't think they really like understood like the stair step of like piano skill. And so they would just bring me like any song and be like, "We're doing this Sunday," and I'm like, "No, we not." It's like
Crazy.
they would go into songs like just like on the spot. My pastor's wife would do it all the time. She'd be like, "Yeah, you got me." I'm like, "No, what are you doing?" But it really like got me. It was like I was very battle tested at, and it helped me a lot with like I think that helped me get into like when I talk about consulting and producing and things like that because I was only 16 and I was like directing the praise team, managing. I was the sub because we did have a minister of music, but he went out of town a lot, so whenever he wasn't there, I would be there. And
at 16 doing that?
At 16,
that's crazy.
And it was like 4 or 5 like grown women. With their own things and their own attitudes, and I was like running rehearsal. It was crazy. I remember one time these two ladies got into it, and I remember just like kind of being like scared, like I'm 16, like how am I gonna stop 2 grown women from arguing? And I just remember like clapping my hands and like, "Excuse me, we're gonna stop and we're gonna have a little prayer. We're gonna get the spirit right." And I just remember like just like I don't know, always trying to figure out how to be like big enough or grown enough. You know what I mean? To be where I was.
Right. Kind of matured you probably, you feel like, in a lot of ways at a young age, having to be in charge of adult people who are years older than you at the time and everything, and have them actually listen to you and take into consideration the words.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot, but then once you, at the end of the day, you feel like you probably learned and took in so much, I feel like, from an experience like that. And just like
I feel like it built me so much in so many ways, like my ability to communicate an idea, my ability to be confident about an idea.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just all those things just through experience for sure. It was helpful.
That's awesome. I love that. Were you singing long before the piano?
Like not really publicly. I was just like a bedroom singer until high school, really. The first time I sang in public was at a karaoke competition at our apartment complex. It was like some Disney shit. I was like, I'll try it. And I got up there and I won the competition. And I remember I was shook and they were like, they wanted me to do like an encore because I won. And I was like, hold on. And I ran home and woke my mom up. And I was like, get up. I just won a karaoke competition. Now I'm about to sing again. I remember her being so confused, like, what? Like, I think she just came to see if it was true or not. And I was 15, about to start high school, or 14, 15. Yeah.
That's cool.
That was my first time ever singing in front of anyone. And again, a scheme that Todd set up my mom like instantly like put me to work. Like she was like, "Oh, you can sing." I remember that fall I sang at her wedding.
It was like, I got work
She
for
was
you
like,
to
"Learn
do.
this Luther Vandross song." Thank you.
No, Luther.
Since you can sing, yeah,
She said automatically bringing you to the lead.
yeah.
That's amazing. So music has always been heavily influenced in your life then. Like, did your mom participate in the choir at all?
My mom has always been a choir girl,
Okay.
and my dad was actually like a solo artist.
Okay.
He had a keyboard, with the floppy disk in it. You know what I'm saying? He
Hmm.
would like sit and make beats and write songs all day. He would do like local talent shows and competitions and shit like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Music and like it's kind of cool when it like just runs in the family like that, and
Yeah.
everybody just like has a little bit of talent. You like, we know where we got it from. When we met, you were doing a lot. You were acting. We did Walk the Night, Shakespeare.
Oh, can we cuss on here?
We can cuss on here.
Walk the motherfucking night.
Freaking 2016. 9 years ago is when that
It was 2016.
2016.
The world went to shit with Trump, and my back went to shit with that play. 2016 was a nasty damn year.
So the only highlight of 2016 for me was Pokemon Go.
Okay,
But
yeah.
other than that, it was shit. It was absolutely shit.
Well, and Beyonce dropped Lemonade, but that's just for me.
No, I mean that's.
So
I think you and a million, a couple million
Yeah.
others. Like,
Yeah, that was good for me.
feel like ain't nobody hating when Beyonce drop a new album.
Right.
Do you still do acting work, or is that one of those you don't do so much anymore?
Yeah, I don't do so much anymore. Like, I never say never. The time commitment for me is a bit much. I have like a really demanding job now. I also just like I require a certain amount of alone time
Mm-hmm.
to keep my
Understandable.
thoughts together. I'm married now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Amazing husband you have.
amazing, amazing. And I'm like, we eat dinner together every night. It's a lot for
Mhm.
me to do. I feel like last time I was in a play, it was just like I didn't have no laundry, didn't have no damn groceries. Like it was so much. I think for me, another thing about it is I would do it if I was that into the script. Like my husband wants to act.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the only play that was happening this year was like Boom Boom Bap from the scrap, whatever, that if that was his only opportunity to act, he would audition for that play
Mhm.
because he is very passionate about acting and being an entertainer. For me, if the script is boring, I couldn't give a fuck about acting. Like I just like storytelling. If I'm not into the story, like it doesn't move me at all.
Started to realize that as I've grown in the things I feel like I perform better in. If
Yeah.
it's like, if I can't truly connect with the script, I'm just out there saying things, or I don't work on it as well as I should to give the character its worth to maybe actually make it have value
Yeah.
and everything. But it always starts with that baseline of being attracted to it. Yeah, I love Anthony. We just got to do Finding Nemo together.
Yeah, it was great, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you, thank you. He is so fun. And it's like the first we all auditioned for Walk the Night together back in 2016. And that is the first time me and him have actually done a show together.
I don't know if you know the other Malik that acts.
I've heard of his name. I mean, I've heard of him, but I have not met him officially.
Okay, super cool guy. But every time Anthony does a show with him, he's like, "Yeah, I'm in a show with Malik," and I'm like, "Fortnite?" He's like, "No."
I know. I'm dead and going to the community. I need to show face a little bit better out here.
Yeah, man, 'cause you got the chops. So this time when y'all were actually in a play together, I was like, shook. He was like,
Yeah.
Fortner. I was like, really?
Yeah, like, oh, actually.
Oh, okay.
I know. I saw his name on the cast list. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It made me so happy. And like, his voice is sublime. You guys have a song on your most recent release, Feels.
Feels, yeah.
Yes. The harmonies that you do on there
Oh, thank
are
you.
so good. I that's one of my new favorites. if I'm being honest.
I was very determined to have a song with him because I adore his voice.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we go to karaoke and shit, I'm like, that's not enough. Like I want something on wax that I can play, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was very exciting to do.
Especially like when you're doing something like that. It's an intimate situation with you, between you and your husband. And I think it also just, I feel like when I'm doing karaoke or like, I always try to sound like that person. I can't,
Okay.
I'm not like you. I can't sing every song like me. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get better at that. But it's really hard. It's a really hard thing
It
to
is
do.
because like you start just kind of mimicking people you've heard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so I've been trying to do that, but like I think with hearing that, it was just like the way it blends and everything. Those are your true voices just coming together and telling that story, which I really really loved.
Thank you.
One more acting question before we take a second and do a improv game. Uh, improv game. Are there any, if you did ever take on a stage again, is there a role that you would like to play? That you would consider a dream role?
There is, and it actually happened here in Omaha.
Ooh.
And just conflicts. I didn't even audition, but I want to be Jimmy Early in Dreamgirls, like
Okay.
really bad.
Hmm.
I think I would rock that
Oh,
shit.
you totally would rock that shit. Oh my
I
gosh.
think I would have so much fun just like with that big personality, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's my favorite thing about theater too is I mean I do like, subtle acting. I feel like that's where the real chops come in, you know what I mean? But I can be like kind of low key in real life. And so
Hmm.
just getting to just be big and like extra, that's a really fun prospect for me in
Yeah.
theater.
Stepping outside the shoes of what your normal life is and
Yeah.
actually getting to feel like you're doing something different, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, no, 100%. So we were talking a little bit about acting when we last left off. I was curious, when it comes to acting and making music, are there parts of the process that you think are similar in that for you?
For me, yeah. Just like the storytelling element for real. I don't really I don't really just like make music as a vibe. I know a lot of artists kind of say that. For me, I'm always trying to tell a story or make a point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's different. I feel like music is more concise. I feel like I can sit down and write a song in an hour and make a beat in an hour, and then it's like, there's my thought. Where a play just has so much more moving parts to it. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just the idea of like expressing myself through something outside of me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody is not going to want to hear me talk or, my opinion on things, but my songs may make them feel heard or,
Mm-hmm.
give them something that they can relate to. And, same with the plays. So yeah, I guess just like sharing my opinion. I'm not like a person who would really, for the most part, like stand in front of a room of people and give my opinion
Mm-hmm.
or just talk very personally about myself or like, whatever. So I feel like that's the main thing that they have is they kind of give me like a voice in a way um that makes me feel more confident. And I'm eloquent when I speak, but the main thing is getting my point across. I can get really self-conscious about
Yeah.
it. I don't like talking if I feel like I can't effectively get out what I'm saying. And
Mm-hmm.
with music and with writing, it's like more of a thought out presentation, which I think is why I do improv, really, because I'm so caught up in like how does it look and what's the message,
Oh
what's this
yeah.
gonna, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I find a lot of peace in that process. I think it honestly helps me process feelings, to kind of put it through that filter. So I think that's what I would say they have alike.
I mean, they're both storytelling, and the ways that they connect with people are different, but the point can come across all the same.
Yeah.
And just like sometimes people need different types of media to fully understand the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes in my life I relate too much of my myself to the media I've seen,
Okay.
and like in ways I operate in the world or something like that and stuff like that sometimes. So I it has that effect on people
Yeah.
and its terms of storytelling. And you definitely have a wonderful job of doing that.
Thank you.
Is there, like, I don't want to spoil your secrets, but what is like some of your musical process look like for you? I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't really know what that looks like for anybody. I'm starting to learn a little bit about that myself,
Yeah.
but it's all new. So what does that kind of work for you?
Yeah. I think there's kind of two different, well, a few different ways, I guess. The main way is like, honestly, I just like, it just comes to me. I just hear shit. Like, I'll just be in the shower and just hear like a whole hook, hear the instruments behind it, hear the
Hmm.
backgrounds, like all of that. And it's like, oh shit, hurry up, hurry up. Or I just wake up and have a song in my head, something like that, or I'm cooking and I'm like, slice the onions, slice the onions, slice the onions, slice the onions, slice the onions. And you know, it's just like 10 minutes later, I've got a song about this motherfucker that broke up with me 10 years ago type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, but then there are times where I'm like, you need to sit down and write.
Hmm.
Like, you know, you're a creator. Like, it's your job.
Hmm.
So there are moments where I will turn on beats, and just like write whatever comes to mind. I really like see sounds. I
Okay.
know a lot of people say stuff like that, but it's like if you turn on a beat, I'm like, okay, this song is pink. Okay. From there, it's just like I start to hear like little rhythms within like whatever the drums are and stuff like that. And I just kind of play with it. Typically, once I get 3 or 4 lines,
It's all
out of
cooking
there.
from there. Yeah.
Yeah, like especially if it's something really catchy, and I'm like, oh shit. Then it's just like, woo, I start going.
Right.
So yeah, it just kind of depends. Sometimes I'm inspired, and sometimes I just kind of make myself create.
Yeah.
But it still is authentic because it really is like making yourself journal.
So this one, I definitely question I was really proud of, or I'm excited to ask. But like, I'm really curious, uh, just between like dramatic and the Fun Boy mixtape. I
Okay.
feel like, was there a point where you
I'm
felt
like
like
geek that I feel like you know my shit.
I've been
Like,
listening to it. I knew it all, but I've been listening to it a lot more because I wanted to make sure I could ask questions.
okay.
And I want to make sure, I don't want this just to be some bland shit. I want to actually like talk to you and then get to know
Yeah.
your shit and, hear you and all these things. But like between dramatic and the Fun Boy mixtape, was there a point where, like, for lack of a better word, you feel like you decided to stop being so conservative in your music and just decided to be like, this is who the fuck I am and I want to put myself out there? Yeah,
Yeah.
because no, the vibe, it's just like, ooh, the different is like, I love like Rich Man and Lion were stuff I've listened to like since I've known you early and Walk the Night. But
Okay.
fucking, Shellac, I will bump the fuck out of Shellac.
Hey.
'Cause, I think Shellac is like you're just laying yourself out there and really just
Yeah.
telling people how it is. I wrote down. I feel like it's almost coming out musically. Coming out musically for you in a way.
And in life, I was going through that. Like, I came out the closet at 22. I would say everybody asked me like, when do you think? To me, when I came out of the closet, is not when a couple people at school found out. To me, when I came out, was when my mom heard at the beauty shop. To me, now I'm out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Now I'm not gonna lie to nobody because my mom know I don't whatever. But that was at 22. I had already practiced so much hiding and just keeping myself safe. You know what I'm saying? Like my reputation, I always was really one of the big reasons I didn't want to come out is because I really saw myself as an artist a lot of times more than a person.
Hmm.
And I just didn't want people to take away what I could do because I was gay. Or, they'll say, like Lil Nas, like, oh yeah, he a good gay singer, you know what I mean? And it's like, I
So
feel
much
like
more than that.
yeah, I feel like I'm very serious about my music, and I never wanted to just be categorized in that way. So even when I came out in the world, I felt like in music, I really didn't want to like touch that space, and I wanted it to be something for everybody. Like music is healing, and I didn't want to do something that would like, I guess, lessen the amount of people that could potentially pull something from it.
Absolutely.
But I got to a place in life mostly because of my husband. My husband is very unapologetically himself, and he's naturally masculine. So sometimes I forget it, but like he's not afraid to wear booty shorts, get his nails painted, like whatever. He'll hold my hand in public. Like he's always been like that, and I wasn't. Because I was never affirmed like that. Not to tell his business, but it's something he would say. His stepfather was like openly bisexual. So he grew up in a house where everyone was comfortable with that. You know, he wasn't scared to death for them to find out he was gay. You know what I mean? And so that difference in our background, like he's really blessed me with just like his pride.
Yeah.
And it's not for show, it's for him. You know what I mean? It makes him feel good. And a lot of people are like, oh, those gays are so flamboyant. It's like, no, if a bitch want to wear a feather boa and that's going to make them feel good, then they just have the bravery to do it.
Fucking man. Like, I just think like there's so much people worrying about other people in this world for things that they don't necessarily have to be. Like, you should want to see it's what you're wearing is not affecting me in any slightest, but you're happy, and that should make me happy to be able to see you happy. Everybody should just want to win instead of, all this. Me and my buddy Cosmic talks about this, honestly, quite often, where it's just like there's so much hate for no reason in the world, and just like people just want to be happy. So let's just let them be happy.
And I was in a happier place, and that's where Fun Boy came from. And I really got into a place in my marriage where, because I believe your conscience is like your parents' voice, or just like whoever.
I feel that sometimes.
You know I mean? I don't think it's a mystical creature. You know what I'm saying? When somebody says, don't touch the stove, that is a reflection of when your mom told you don't touch the stove. It's not a magic thing in your head. And so I feel like no one ever like affirmed anything about me being gay like at all. You know what I mean? I was banned from watching Will and Grace and shit. Like all that type of shit. And not to speak down on my parents because they both have come a long way. But at the same time, that was the environment I came up in. But I just got to a point in my marriage where I was like, I'm so fucking happy. I'm so blessed. This is the healthiest my body's ever been because he makes me take care of myself. This is the best social life I've ever had because of the warm atmosphere he creates in this house. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you guys are like, so loving. It's really all your pics and just the things you go out and do, and just like we talk about. You got like I think you went with them to Hokkaido, right? That one time for ramen, and everything because we talked about that. And you guys are always making plans, and it's just like it's lovely to see that. And like what you're doing is just doing stuff to make you like you're just being happy, just being happy and being y'all and just doing y'all. Y'all were just in Atlanta too, right? So I'd be telling all your business and everything. I'm sorry, but like I had to do a little research.
Yeah, we went to Atlanta for his birthday. Yeah. Oh, he's the best. But I just felt like this is not wrong. I always kind of had this back and forth with it. It's like I am gay, but am I going to burn in hell? And I just got to the point where I was like, I am who I am. He is who he is. This harmony is happening because it's supposed to happen. It's a good, positive thing. Our friends have been blessed from knowing each other. We're blessed from knowing each other. It's just like, and that's where I was in Fun Boy. And it was just like, honestly, anybody that's mad can suck it. And it's like, I've been living for them. I wasn't living for the people who pour into me and love me and protect me and teach me. I was living and trying to have an image for people who don't like me and don't give a fuck. And that's what Fun Boy was about. It's like, girl, fuck y'all. That's why I'm covering my drawers. Like, girl,
yes.
Fuck y'all. Yeah, I say shit.
Yeah, fucking, what was it? Where is it? The line that you write, like, about your mom is like, my mom says she's tired of seeing me in my drawers when I'm on G. Just delete me off IG.
Yeah. keep me on Facebook.
Keep me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Be like, that's what I'm promoting. I'm doing my thing.
Funny story about that line. That came from, like, and this is what I'm saying, Funboy was really just like to everything, not to my mom. Not to my mom. But to the status quo.
Yeah,
because
no,
there was
100%.
a day when I posted a pic on Instagram and I was in like a little Speedo bikini, very much not clothed. And the caption was, when you gay and it's over 80 degrees outside. Hilarious. Got like, you know, more likes than probably any post at that point that I had. My mom and uncle three-wayed me.
Three-way?
They three-wayed me to tell me to take it down. Like on some family emergency shit. Like, we will have you committed. Like, no, they didn't say that. But I'm saying that was the energy. It was just like, it's a family of class. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of that I just had to say, I will never get validation from those people. But I am actually kind of fly, especially when I look at it through the lens of people who love me and, you know, going and doing Pride performances and not like bragging, but dudes come up to me all the time and say, thank you for being you. Like, that made me feel good tonight. I felt seen, or that empowered me, or whatever. And it's sometimes I feel like when you see that on TV, it's really funny because it's like somebody that you find like frivolous or their music or whatever will be like, and she was just inspired by my music. I'm like, my what, bitch? You ain't talking about shit. But at the same time, they are. People like it. They like to see. You know, when I was 20 years old. Huh?
You're authentic in yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing I love is like it's a true expression of who you are as an artist is what Funboy Mixtape felt like for me, and like where you're that unapologeticness of like, yo, this is who I am, take me or leave me at the door.
Yeah.
And the people who stayed are obviously being blessed with so many more, and those who don't, you know, obviously we don't need to keep that energy. You don't need to keep that energy around at all. You know, type of thing.
Yeah.
So that whole album is just so fun. I wrote this one because I was listening today and I was like, I wonder exactly what this means. What does it mean to like a boy with his wrist broke?
I wish that people could see the interlude that comes before it. Because when Martin it's a scene from Martin.
I heard that.
He's jealous because Gina and Pam they're going out with a guy named Wallace. But they're talking about him like he's the shit. They're like, and Wallace does this, and Wallace does that. So, Martin gets mad, and he's like, Martin, da-da-da. And that's where the interlude starts, where she's like, he's so soft and sweet. And he says, oh. So he's what she said, so he's a sissy or something like that. And he says, tell Wallace, I said, something broke. And like, he does the wrist. And I don't know, whenever to me, I would have a lot of funny moments, like girls flirting with me or guys talking to me about football or whatever. And I feel like they would have this aha moment of like, oh shit, he's gay. And I would always just see Martin like, with your wrist, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Like I was like, I knew it obviously referred to, you know, because people do that and everything, the thing to your wrist. But I was just like, you know, I don't know if it like had a specific meaning. So that's a fun little background.
And Funboy, because you're younger than me, a lot of people didn't like catch it. Funboy was a derogatory remark for someone you thought was gay, like when I was younger. When I was in like elementary school, middle school, it was the same as like punk, sissy, or now how they call men sassy, and like stuff like that. You would call someone a fun boy, like, okay, fun boy. You haven't.
I haven't heard, I haven't heard that before.
That was a big one when I was, like I said, younger. But just like making the project, it kind of, you know how they always say something is pleasing your inner child. It really took me back to those moments, and I just wanted to like flip the meaning. Like, I am a fun boy,
right?
Actually, you know,
right?
And I see like, I think it was like some hood shit, to be real, because like when I do shows and stuff, like the white boys never know, like they never have any reference for it or whatever, and it's like really cool because like they'll buy the merch. And then, like, they're walking around in a fun boy shirt because they think it just means, like, they're fun. And it's really dope because it's like you saying you've never heard that before. It's like, well, now it just means fun boy.
Right? You know?
So that's really cool.
When people call people gay, they always just feel, well, gay means happy. You know, like, so who don't want to fucking, like my response, well, who don't want to be gay? Because gay is happy. Like, tell me you don't want to be happy in life, and like, so it's just one of those things where like, shit, we don't want to be a fun boy. Like, let's,
I am.
you know?
You want to know how old I am? Is I didn't learn that from Kai Cenat. I learned it from the SZA song. And I had to ask a friend. You know, they're like, chat, shut up, that bitch, no yoga, man. Chat.
I didn't even know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm really heavy in the EDM lately these days. Banging it on up.
I understand it.
I listen to all genres and everything, but I do feel like sometimes I'll be like, dang, I've listened to nothing but EDM for a week straight.
Yeah, whatever feeds your soul.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to jazz sometimes for like weeks at a time. Like, I don't want to hear nobody talk or say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Your mouth.
Just let me hear those smooth sounds.
Yeah.
My coworkers, like, when I'm playing jazz at work, they know that I'm in a bad mood, and I'm just trying to get through my day. So don't talk to me. Just let the music play a little bit.
Sometimes you gotta do that. Yeah. I feel like when I'm feeling weak, I gotta start playing my, like, pop my shit music.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get stuck in a vibe.
You tend to be a bit of a fashion icon.
Oh my gosh. And here I am in my casual shit. I should have came like, yeah.
Hey, everyone needs a day off. You know, this is casual. This is casual as hell.
Well, thank you.
I don't know. Like, I remember there was a video, I think it was around the time of the Fun Boy mixtape promotion. You had like this full body suit that had like it was black leather, I think, or and you just have like the
when I was Catwoman for Lincoln Pride.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
That shit was tight. I like
Thank
that.
you.
I didn't know that
It was physically tight.
It was definitely physically tight.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looked hot as hell, and both hot as wearing it and you hot in it.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
I love all of those. Just like I was scrolling through your IG in a little bit, you know, just like all. You see, they're posting everything, and there was one with you in all white and everything, and it's just, you know, just always clean, you know.
Thank you.
Where's that? Oh, I'm trying to steal some of your swag, so like, where that inspiration come from a little bit, you know? Like,
Hey, I honestly cannot track when I got into fashion. I would say like my mom and her father and my grandma on my dad's side, like, were just very put together people. My pawpaw, you could tell how much he loved you by what he wear to your funeral. If he wear like a basic suit, he just felt like he had to be there. When he got the big shiny whoopty wop he pulled a tie out the box and he got the cuff links and the gator skin shoes.
mm-hmm.
Like his suit for his mother's funeral, it was like some AI shit. That motherfucker was so clean. And he was always like that. Even at his house, he didn't even have regular tanks. He had like these silk, like beaters. Like I don't even know where to find them. But he's just like such a fancy guy.
Mm-hmm.
He taught me how to tie my first tie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So just like growing up with people around him, my uncle Butch, was super, super fashionable. He actually has a clothing line, but like he was always in streetwear, but he always put it together so nice with the jewelry and the shoes and the earrings and just like all of that. Seeing him, my mom was just like really clean with it. My mom would come up, she was a working woman, you know, so she would come up to the school to see about me. She was always in heels, always in a pea coat. And so I feel like it really started as just like a kind of standard that was set for me. Like when my mom first started letting us dress ourselves, like we would get in trouble if our outfit was ugly, or she would like make us take it back off. You know what I mean? And so it was just like, yeah. And just like I felt like they were the bar. You know what I mean? And they were always so well dressed. But then I also think later in life it just became another form of like expression and storytelling for real. I get in moods. And I'm like, I don't know, like lately my new thing is like, I love big baggy jeans like dragging on the floor. And I don't know why, but I just woke up and was like, these jeans are short. And I don't know, it's just like, that's what I want to do, but it just makes me feel away. It's like I feel grungy, I feel punk. I feel, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like
it's another expression of yeah, as you said, a way to express yourself. And I think
Yeah.
the styles and stuff you choose to wear are very much showcased in like every video that I ever see you performing. And I feel like, I think one time you changed like 3 different times in the show.
Now I have known to do some changes. I've been known to do some changes. And that just comes from like I said, when I kind of conceptualize something, sometimes it all comes at once. Like somebody will be like, "Hey, do you want to perform at Malik's house?" And I'm like, "Sure, yeah." Okay, Malik has a tan living room. He has a bunch of anime posters. What if I dress like the guy from Death Note and do a set of da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? And then I'm
Hmm.
like, or it's like, oh, it's this event and I'm doing this song where it's like, or if I'm doing Wrist Broke and it's like, what what embodies that? Like what does that feel like? What does that look like? Wrist Broke to me is a red song. Like when I was
Hmm.
talking about
Yeah.
Seeing Sound, Wrist Broke is a red song. So
The
then
way it
it's
makes you
like
move, kind of, and everything.
yes, yes, exactly. All of that. What was the question?
No, we were just talking about we were just talking about fashion.
Oh, fantasy, yeah.
Kind of that inspiration and
And a
all
lot
of
of it is
that.
not like I do watch like runway shows and shit. I don't keep up with like what's on trend.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
it's too much.
it's too hard, yeah. And it's like I'm gonna wear that shit next year. So like all of this,
Right? I
like
ain't got time for seasons.
yeah, I got a post bag from 2 years ago, but it's still cute. Like, but it literally a lot of stuff comes to mind, and it's not based off of anything really that I've seen. Sometimes I hear a song and I'm just like, I don't know, long blue shirt blowing in the wind, uh, Cuban on the neck, but I need something over my head, no hair. I need a wrap. I don't know. It just like, it kind of just like comes out of nowhere more than being like, chat, what should I wear? It's just like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's just
no,
like, yeah, it just kind of comes to me.
absolutely. So, that actually made me think of something else. Talking about wrist broken there a little bit. In that video, when you're dancing on the rooftop, you
Hmm.
got your hair is cut, and then like in the party scenes, you have long hair. How long? So how long of a process was it making that video for you?
2 days.
What? Oh, okay. So you had it cut long, and then you cut it for when you started doing
I
it.
got mad because I wanted it to go woom and it went doom, knowing good and fucking well I had a video to shoot. And so I went home very angry at my afro and I cut that shit. And I went and did the second scene the next day with a brush cut. I was pissed because like I have a formula. I have a 2-3 day regimen that I do that gets my hair perfect. And for whatever the fuck reason, that day that I shot that video, that party scene, it just didn't fucking work. My hair was, and not only was it not how I wanted it to look, it was like tight. I couldn't comb it. I couldn't get my pick through it. So it was just like stuck how it was. And I was also pissed because I literally don't ever wear my hair like that. You can't even find pictures of me with my hair like that.
Hmm.
So it was like being in a video with bedhead is how I felt. I was pissed. And so yeah, I cut it.
No, that's a cool insider right there. I feel like, cause I was just like, hey, you're up there getting. I was like, I don't see you with a brush cut too often. Like,
Hmm.
it's rare that for you ever to have a brush cut. Because when we first met, you had dreads, and then it's been your hair's always changing. I love
Yes.
like I do. I feel like sometimes as a black man, there's a box of styles for our hair that is
Yeah.
an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Where but I always feel like when I see you and when you're doing stuff, I'm always like, damn, that cut, but damn, that cut.
Hey.
There's so much to it in that style and the swag and stuff you bring to it. And I mean, shit, I think it works for the video. Like, I mean,
Thank you.
without me asking this question, no one would.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Hey, true.
And I was like, maybe dancing is gonna be all hot in there, so maybe you need
And
a
that was
little
another thing.
something.
It was so hot that day. Shout out to Batty Barlos, the videographer. Shout out to AG, Aaron Gregory. Man, it was not 90 degrees. It was in the 90s. Not a cloud in the sky. And you see
Oof.
me wearing long jeans and fucking nylon tops, but they rocked that shit. So like I just shout out to them. It was fucking hot that day.
Like, hey, no, for
Yeah.
real though. Like, Yeah, even if we go on a walk sometime and it's just like you're out there for 5 minutes, like, want to turn around? Let's turn around.
It
Like,
was
so,
that kind of day.
yeah, so to be out there and be like, well, we got work to do and get it done and still be able, she wasn't, I mean, not probably sweating, but you're also dancing, so it's not like,
Yeah.
we're gonna tell from that, but I mean, it fucking works. And I think it was great. I wish, when I think of style, it also makes me think of the Vogue and the ballroom scene and stuff like that. And because there's so many different, I mean, they all go by icons themselves, but like, there's so many different styles and stuff there. And I believe I've seen you are familiar with the ballroom scene a little bit, right?
I am. I have not like performed or competed in ballroom, but I have been obsessed with ballroom since like high school.
There was a show on HBO a few years back that was like bought on a bunch of people and competed for.
About the Kiki scene,
Yeah,
the
Kiki.
young people.
They're all younger.
Or are you talking about the old one? Paris is Burning from the 80s.
No, this one was just like it came out. I want to say 2020,
Uh-huh.
2021.
It's
Like
like
Law
young people.
Roach was one of the judges. Kiki Palmer,
Oh, you talking about
judge.
Legendary.
Legendary. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like I didn't know much about it until I watched that show, and after that I was like, "Fuck, I want to go watch this shit live because it just looks so
It's
fun."
crazy. Let me tell you something. That shit is fun. First of all, you have these people who are completely untrained athletes, untrained dancers most of the time, doing insane things that people who are famous for dancing wouldn't even try. They're also doing it in heels. The dolls are also doing it tucked. You know what I'm saying? With a wig on. Back flipping. You know what I'm saying? It's like the level of creativity, the level of control of their bodies, the level of just like je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like selling it. Like face category.
Oh,
You can be the best looking person, but if you don't
yeah.
sell your face,
It's someone you just walk around like, yeah, I'm good, but when
yeah, they're just
yeah, You're like,
My favorite thing that I seen was this boy's skin was so pretty. It looked like he had on a full face of makeup. Like, dude, that shit is so epic. Legendary is also like, the TV version. So I'm glad
I know it gets.
I'm glad it put people onto it. In real life, it's like ghetto.
No,
in like a very
I
nice way.
I follow a lot of people on Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
I just like watch them when they're in their actual clubs and stuff like that. Like the shoes flying everywhere.
There's a certain grunge to it that like I love about it. I feel like the overall theme is just like the power of femininity in a man, in a woman, just like whatever. And I think that's so important. And just like knowing ourselves, like we are all feminine and masculine.
Absolutely.
And that has like inspired me a lot in fashion and like performance and all of that. Just the way that like it's just like being in a different world when you're in this Americanized view of what the best is. You rarely find yourself to be that. But it's like you're in this completely different space with a completely different like rubric for what's great, what's beautiful, what's cool. You know what I mean? And it's not like you can be a star in ballroom. It's like, no, you are a star, and in ballroom, they see it. Shit, I don't even remember what we was talking about, but
that's exactly what we were talking about. That's exactly what I want to hear. Yeah. There's no like a ballroom scene here, is there?
No.
Okay.
Ballroom is mostly still like like everyone does it all around the world, but like as a culture, as far as I know, let me not try to be the expert. It's mostly an East Coast thing.
Okay.
That's all over. But it's more of an East. Like I seen my first ball 2 or 3 years ago, and it was in New York.
Because that's where like most of the people who were on Legendaries, like there are a few from all around, but a good chunk of it, and even like some of the old docks that they have, like that's where most of it originated from. Was like just places where they had more underground and stuff like that to do, so that way they can all be there and be safe and comfortable around people who are all going to show them love and the respect and give them that eye that everyone just wants to be seen, and just like seen for who they are. And so I think that does a beautiful job of doing that. Got a couple more to finish it up here for you. I was curious, I wasn't sure if you actually worked there, or I know you've done work there at the Culture House.
Yeah, no, I did not work at Culture House. Now we're talking about work. I worked at Nebraska AIDS Project,
Okay.
and we had partnered with Culture House. I was going there to like offer free testing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my like immediate connection to Culture House.
Community connection. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Because they do a lot of. That's just like a big community, like
It
community meetings
is.
and hub
Yeah.
and everything.
Like Culture House is the perfect name for it. It's a
Mm-hmm.
culture hub. They have a music studio. They have like political meetings there. Just they have concerts, they have fashion shows, art battles. So it really is like a cultural hub.
I haven't been there. I have to check it out. But I was like, yeah, there's a. I feel like I've been living on a rock, and like now I'm like I need to go out. I need the. I need to go out. I need to experience things. I need to see like
Yeah,
my.
today's the youngest you'll ever be.
Right?
We're getting
You
older.
know,
Yeah.
like go see some things. Like my buddy Cosmic, he was messaging me today. Said y'all was
Yeah.
turned over at Omaha days and
Oh,
everything today, and I was like, dang, I ain't never been. So we're like, next year we're going. It's like, yep, let's go. So
yeah.
coming there and just like the things that I didn't even know. I didn't know it was going on. She told me about it. So it was just one of those things that I feel like are a lot of I know people in the community, or like I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the theater community and I have a lot of black people I'm good with in the community, but sometimes I feel like I'm not necessarily part of the black community out here as much as I would like to be, or support in that way as I should in any type of way. And it's just like I don't know. I know there's a lot of things where like Culture House and Tiny House even too, right?
Oh, that's white.
That's like, oh, we gonna delete that one.
Oh, that cool though.
Yeah, they
That drink's
cool.
expensive.
They drink 6 minutes. Ooh, yeah.
Shouldn't have said that.
No, hey.
But what I want to say about you and feeling a part of the black culture is I want to talk about community grace quotient. This is a phrase that was taught to me by the legendary Dominique Morgan, activist, trans rights activist, sexual justice activist. I probably said all that shit wrong. I'm sorry. Dominique Morgan. We were talking about community.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about, she said, the community grace quotient, where if we operate in the way that we give what we have and participate where we are drawn, if we are all honest and kind and loving about it, we will always have enough. Maybe I can talk to you once a week. Maybe that's all I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic might talk to you every day. So I don't have to hold myself to Malik doesn't have anybody else to talk to, da 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 da. The community, we will work that out. And at the same time, you know what I mean? It's just like everybody has their own lane and their own amount to give to certain things. And if you take it out of white and black, I think it's just about finding your true spaces and community. Where you are drawn, you are drawn. And I think there is a conversation about, like all the race stuff. And, I'm, growing up out west and like, all those, like that is a conversation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like don't hold yourself to not doing things or being interested in things that just didn't call to you.
No.
At the
Okay.
end of the day, if you do know black people, you have been in black spaces, you know what I mean? Would I expect a black man from Omaha to know Omaha days? Yeah. But if you
I'm not from
don't,
Omaha, but
in Omaha, let me say that.
yeah,
In
fair.
Omaha. You're right. I would. But it's like at the same time, that's not a sin. Like we all have different things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Anthony tells me different things about North Omaha all the time. And I'm like, for real? I grew up there too. But you know what I mean? So don't hold yourself to that. But if you want to have more community, just take an honest look at what you have to offer and where you want to offer it and just follow through on that. And don't hold yourself to any other pressure.
In that way, it's honest and it stays honest, and like you can still you're giving what you got, and I think that is the most, especially in the world. Sometimes that's the most we can ever hope of people is
Yeah.
to give everything they got in their day-to-day lives and everything. So You brought up Dominique, and I knew you brought a little comment about work, so we don't have to talk about it, but you work for Black and Pink National, right?
Yeah.
Is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like my last little question, official question for you, but like, I was reading about that, and they're like, abolish prison systems and everything. Can you tell me more about this and the work that you do there?
Yes. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about my personal definition: abolition. All right, or Black and Pinks. A lot of people think that abolition means fire all police and then just like freestyle everybody run around. What we are saying is that police are not designed to and don't operate as a system that cares for everybody. They just don't. Me personally, I'm not gonna speak for Black and Pink, but I'm gonna say me personally, I feel like police, I mean, and science shows police are here to protect white people and wealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But abolition is about putting the control in the community of people who love those people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of sending someone to jail, do they need mental health resources? Were they stealing because they're fucking hungry? If you gave them some fucking bread at a job, would they have been stealing? Like, you know what I mean? These different things where it's like, it's not solution based to put someone in jail and then make them work for cents a day or whatever. You know what I mean? Abolition is about like human reactions to human at the end of the day. And there's research about it. Cities and small ordinances have tried it where instead of calling the police, they have like these community organizations that will come out and try to de-escalate and different things like that. And it's proven to be successful. You know what I mean? Police are like a fucking gang. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's not protecting anyone, well, outside of that certain group. But what they don't understand is that it can be dangerous to anyone. Like how they are deporting people of Latin descent. Like, you know what I mean? Like unjustly and like without due process. And then Black people are like, well, we're going to sit this one out. And it's like, okay, the same way that a man born in America is getting shipped off because he looks like he's from Mexico, they're about to do the same thing to us and say we Haitian. They're going to say I ate a dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it will make its way around to everyone. If they kill everybody except white people, guess what? Then the ugly ones and the poor ones and the fat ones, they got to go. It will always make its way around to everyone. And so how do we create a system that takes care of people? We can't keep leaning into punishment because one day your ass is gonna get punished. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's not helpful. It doesn't grow our society. It doesn't teach people. You go to jail for 10 years. You come out, no tools, no resources. How would you? So that's that. I'm gonna leave that there. Black and Pink National is a national organization that helps to help trans and queer people re-enter into society. People who have been in the prison system, people who are aging out of foster care, also people who are living with HIV or who have disadvantages from that. We historically have done like rental assistance for queer people. Each week we do food delivery. We deliver free food via Whispering Roots. We like literally, not me, but we literally take it out to people who need it each week, give them a week's worth of food. There's like Hugh Spring, which is like a cohort that teaches queer people how to navigate workspaces and help coworkers and other people be more tolerant and more intelligent around queer issues. I am a program manager, so we have a reentry house for people that can come and live completely free, fed. We give you connections to like professional development, get you an education if you want to go to school, connect you with job force, whatever type of work you're trying to do. The ultimate goal in the 1-year program is by the end of the year for you to be able to move into your own place and be working.
I love that.
So I'm the program manager. So my job is basically kind of organizing all the things I just talked about, the professional development and everything, and as well as going over to the house, checking on everybody. Do y'all need toilet paper? You know what I mean? The little things as well.
You guys just opened up a new house too, right? Yesterday. Yeah.
You're a
So
journalist.
huh?
You're a journalist. Still in Portia Williams. We just opened Opportunity Campus. So previously we had Lighting House, which could house 3 people total.
Okay.
And Opportunity Campus is going to be able to house 6 or 7.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's also going to be a community center connected to it that's still being worked on. The residential spaces are ready, and that's what the ribbon cut was about yesterday. So yeah.
And this is national, so like I mean, the houses are here, obviously,
Right.
but like you work with people nationally
That
and
is correct.
everything.
Yeah. Black and Pink was actually started in Boston, and we do have chapters around, but different things like bail support, um, uh, activism, abolition.
Hmm.
There are instances where we are working with people in different cities, but we are based in Omaha. So, yeah, like people who, like I said, bail assistance or people who need. We also have a newsletter that we send out
Okay.
each week to people who are in prison or who are just like members of our family, so to speak. It has like a lot of uplifting messages and stuff like that, and just information as well. So we do that, but yeah, as far as the most thing that we do that's national is the bail support and just supporting those who are currently in custody. Yeah,
That's amazing. Like,
it's an
for,
amazing
yeah,
organization.
and just like, because I was like, I knew you said you were prepping for a gala and everything, and I was like, I don't know what you do outside of work. I didn't know what you did outside of work. I think I'd seen something about the Black and Pink, but I hadn't quite looked into it, and so like I like clicked on it today and was looking at it, and I was like,
Yeah,
this is really good stuff, and I thought that was something I wanted to just make sure that was shared and that, and
thank you.
because one of the things I put is I know you're very loud in your activism and speaking up for those things, especially even when it's kind of in a joking manner on Facebook, I'm always here and I'm always down to read it because I think you express yourself in just such an amazing way.
Thank you.
And yeah, we need stuff like that, and just to be able to help people rehabilitate and transition is so hard, I feel like, and to have people to look out for them is a godsend,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so thank you for that work. I am at a loss for words. I love that you came on here, and I would love to do one or two more improv games with you. But before, could you tell the people where they can find you on social media again if they want to give you a follow?
Yes, please. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, E Rawq, ERAWQ _.
Score. Don't forget
Yes, on
that.
YouTube it's E _RAWQ. And streaming. Stream something. Y'all streamers,
Yeah,
right?
serious something. I'm telling you, it's worth
I'm
it.
so old. Is that what it's streamers? Does it mean you stream my music?
I know it. Life is crazy. Like as you grow up, I'm just like I think about people like 60s till now, or like even just the amount of change in life that they've had to witness and go through. And I'm
That
like,
should be scaring me.
yeah, like I've seen 30 years of it, and I can't handle it
Yeah.
sometimes.
That should be scaring me. I'm like, damn, this is, or just like unnecessary changes. Like when the tap came out, tap your card.
Yeah,
I was like, girl, it took 1 second to stick my card in there. I
literally,
swipe
like
it.
it was
It's like,
already a
what
new
is?
thing. That
Yeah,
it's literally we've only been chipping for 2 years.
yeah, we just. Yeah, it was just like I just like. It's just like so much to keep up with. Something that's always different. And then like
Hmm.
my husband has like the house hooked up to Alexa, and so it's like fucking Alexa flush the toilet. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like fuck. It's just
That's
like
me.
all that shit. Like fuck. Sometimes I just feel so like out of place or just like behind. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I still write on paper. Like
Hmm.
I carry a notebook in my work bag. Like you know what I'm saying? Like.
Literally.
I'm, as Virginia said, a classic man in a lot of ways. So technology be scaring the shit out of me
Yeah.
for real.
And especially like the AI boom that we've had in the past year and a half. I'm just like, I'm a very person like have we not seen the movies? Have we not seen
That's
the
why I'm
movie?
like, are they too young and they haven't seen it? It's just like,
Like
what? Why are we teaching? Oh, all
like
right.
yeah,
All
so
right.
there's
I'll
just
be
not
low.
I'm like, yeah, there's some things I'd rather be old. And
Yeah.
not I'm like I'll keep typing out this even if I got to backspace 500 times, I'd rather type
Yeah.
it myself and say I did it. Working on any music at the moment or got any shows coming up?
Cheryl, my main thing that I'm focused on artistically right now, outside of consulting other artists,
Mm-hmm.
is my play, Fridays.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
I'll play with music.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about you playwriting. Yes.
Oh,
Can you tell us a
yes.
little bit about Fry Daddies?
Yes, Fry Daddies is a dramedy about four friends who are in the entertainment business and, just trying to make it. Yeah, and drama ensues, essentially. It's really funny. It has music in it. I don't call it a musical because the musicals is like mostly singing. Like everything is a song. You have hurt my feelings. But mine isn't like that. It just has like 8 songs in it. You know what I'm saying? So my Denise, my mentor, told me to call it a play with music. I wrote all the
That
music.
choir boy kind of was and everything.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, yeah. So I did the music. I did the script. I wrote it actually. I finished it during or right before COVID hit. Denise was real. Denise Chapman.
Yeah.
D-Chap!
Yep. Amazing soul.
She was really, really instrumental in helping me like flush my thoughts out. She had Anthony's such a champion for me too, because when I first started writing, I wasn't even done, and he kept telling people in theater, "Eric's writing a play. Eric's writing a play." So then people kept coming to me and they're like, "You writing a play? What's your play about?" Like, ah. So it got to Denise, and she was like, "You writing a play?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Well, you better be at my playwriters class or course. What is it? Seminar."
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the seminar and read like a page of my play. It was like the most random fucking page of the play. And she was like, "Yeah, I like that."
Oh.
And she just like continued to like pour into me. I would send her drafts and she would give me like, it's really funny. Denise is like, teach you how to fish versus, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, right?
Like, she's very much like, what do you need out of that second paragraph? Take a moment with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she just would do stuff like that. My best friend Aaron, who he was very instrumental when I would just like kind of send him ideas and stuff. He's like, "Oh, well, these things have to be more different if they're gonna different things like that."
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, so during COVID, when it hit, she decided to do like an online play series just to get actors like some work and something to do, keep refreshing their skills as well as entertain people who like theater.
Mm-hmm.
So she chose my play as one of the plays to do. So we did like a whole workshop with like online workshop, studying the scripts and everything like that. And then the culmination of it was us performing it live, like on Zoom for people to watch. And it was really nice. And I was like really appreciative. And then when COVID like stopped and they started, well, not stopped, but when the world opened back up and people started doing plays again, she was like, "Hey, I really enjoyed that reading we did on Zoom. Like, would you like to do it in person?" So we did like a 3-day run of it, like a reading in person. The
I
next
think
year,
like 2021 around that
yep,
was.
2021, yeah, And then the next year, I got another call saying, "Hey, we're in a new show at Tyree Theater, and I would love to do Fridays as like a full production." But yeah, it started out, honestly, my base idea for it was what we were talking about earlier, and just like not seeing work that I connected to.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like a lot of Black actors around here don't get a fair shake to show their talent because it's not in these scripts. And I personally identify with that a lot. Because I felt like Walk the Night was a great example of like the Shakespearean, like, that's like not my strongest bag.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Like that's just like not where my talent flourishes the most. But like playing somebody's like grumpy dad, or playing a villain, or playing the ghetto cousin that's always high, or like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, I feel like I could win a damn Oscar. But who the fuck is doing that shit around here? You know what I mean? And that's where Fry Daddies came from. It's just like I see all these great Black actors who kind of always just have to support the story.
Right.
Or be in a supporting role. And I'm like, no, y'all are just as good as these other actors on stage. And that was really, I was like, I'm writing something for niggas. Like, you know what I mean? That was really kind of like the nucleus of it. But yeah, the story grew over time. But that was what inspired me to put a play together. As I was really sick of like Anthony going to auditions and like not getting roles. Then I go to play and I'm like, well, he fucking sucked. Why you ain't get in? Like, you know what I mean? And we know why he didn't get in. And then, and it's just like, I wanted to see something where we could like bring more of ourselves and our natural story the way that white people get to.
Mm-hmm.
When they doing filler on the roof and shit like that, they identifying with their fucking grandma. Or, you know what I'm saying? When they doing all
Sound
this,
of
like,
music.
Yeah, sound of music, like, yeah. Like, that's your fucking culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course you can connect to that, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? How many plays are there where I get to play a struggling bus driver in the 70s with like, that's just like not a thing for real. And I just wanted to be a part of like making that and giving that to the world. Like, if you ain't got no other play, Eric gonna make a play. Like, you know what I mean? Like Tyler Perry. Everybody makes fun of how bad they were, but who the fuck else was bootlegging plays?
Who and
how many
you
like
talking about bad man? Check the stats.
Like, who else got that many black people introduced to theater? You know what I'm saying? And why didn't black people know about theater? Because they don't want to see Othello. You feel what I'm saying? But he did the due diligence of like educating the audience.
Giving
you know what I'm saying? Giving them something that they were interested in so they could go, theater is fun. I do like plays.
Like, these theaters are trying to get scripts of where there is a little more diversity because it's easier for people to connect when they can see themselves like in these roles and everything. I think everyone should be able to see everyone in every light, even if there isn't like, I can watch How I Met Your Mother and connect with everybody, but I know not everyone can because all white cast type of thing. But like, and that's hard for people, but I do feel like I would love to reach a place in the world where people feel like they can, no matter what they're looking at, they can connect with somebody.
Yeah.
Because we all are all going at it the same way. I mean, there are differences, but there are, like, we're not so far apart that we can't give each other a helping hand and understanding and making sure that we all, like, you know, get to experience these arts, get to grow into. Everyone should be told that they can be whatever they want to be, and not be told that they're left in this box of things of what they're capable of, and you know, should be able to see themselves in this grand thing. Which I have a friend who she's like, I won't watch Hamilton. I was like, girl, this is all black actors. It's not the story that you think it is. It's not the story you think it is. You know, I mean, it is, but you know, already that fact that nulls and voids it gives you just a different light, so that way you can possibly not hate the story because it's about the founding fathers and all these things.
Yeah.
And like, so I think that's lovely, and I need to read that. So just let me read that if I could, because I didn't ever get to see it. I don't have anything else but to say thank you. For this, because I think I got to learn a lot about you and your career and everything here. And yeah, so my plan, I'm gonna cut up this video a little bit that came from this, slowly post some of the content from that, have a full video up by Friday on YouTube, and then probably have the podcast up by Friday. Hopefully, if I can edit all of this stuff in time.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so I'll send you links to it all as it comes out and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, everyone. Thank you, E Rawq, for his amazing. He committed to the bit, y'all. And we had it.
Fight forward.
Fight forward. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what we do here. So call it good. Hey, I love you.
Love you, man.
Take it easy, and we'll go ahead and end it. See y'all.